Have you ever bought a smart device and then worried, what happens if that company just disappears? Well, if that thought has ever crossed your mind, this is for you. Today, we're diving into a powerful new way to build smart devices that puts you, not some big corporation, in complete control. Let's get into it.
So, let's kick things off with the problem that I'm pretty sure a lot of us have faced. You get a brand new smart device, you set it all up, but then you're left with this nagging question. How smart is it really? And maybe more importantly, who's it really working for?
I mean, think about it, right? So many of these devices are completely useless without an internet connection. They're constantly sending your personal data off to some company's servers. And if that company decides to shut down that service, your expensive gadget could literally become a paperweight overnight. All of a sudden, your privacy and even the basic function of your device is completely out of your hands.
And this slide just lays it all out, a tale of two very different models. On one side, you have the cloud-dependent world, where your device is basically just a dumb terminal connected to a remote server. But on the other hand, you have the independent model. This is where all the intelligence, all the smarts, lives right there on the device. It works even if your internet is down, your data stays local and private, and you are in the driver's seat.
This, of course, brings us to the really exciting part, the solution. A totally new way of thinking about smart devices, where the philosophy is just as simple as it sounds. Your device, your rules.
So, meet HomeGenie Mini. Now, what's really important to get is that this isn't some gadget you buy in a box. It's open source firmware. You can take these super common, super affordable microcontrollers, like the ESP32, and you flash this firmware onto them. Instantly, you've turned a simple chip into a powerful, standalone smart device that never ever needs to phone home to a corporate server. And this whole idea is built on three really solid pillars. First, total independence. We're talking 100% off-grid, cloud-free operation. Second, it's got some serious brains on board. Every device has its own advanced scheduler and even a JavaScript engine, so you can run all sorts of custom logic. And third, seamless integration. So yeah, it can be a lone wolf, but it's also designed to play nice with other systems whenever you want it to. And check this out. This table shows just how flexible it is. It's not some lockdown, proprietary ecosystem. It speaks all the right languages. It's got HTTP for simple commands, WebSockets for super responsive, real-time interfaces, and MQTT, which is the gold standard for a lot of IoT stuff. This means you can get your custom device talking to pretty much anything you can dream of.
Okay, I know what you might be thinking. This sounds super complicated. Probably need a degree in computer science to get this working, right? Well, this is where things get kinda mind-blowing, because getting started is unbelievably simple. Getting started is like a magic trick. Seriously. Step 1, plug your little board into your computer's USB port. Step 2, you go to a web page and just pick what kind of device you want to build from a list. And then step 3, you click one button, Create Device. That's it. The firmware gets flashed directly to your board right from your browser. No fuss.
You gotta love this quote from their documentation, because it just nails the whole vibe of this project. It's all about ripping down the barriers and just letting people create. Just connect, click, and create. It's that simple.
And that's really the bottom line here. No wrestling with complicated software installations, no configuring a messy development environment. All you need is your idea, a cheap little microcontroller board, and your web browser. This just throws the doors wide open for pretty much anyone to start building their own stuff.
Okay, so we know it's independent and we know it's crazy easy to set up, but what can you actually make with this thing? Well, let's dive into a few killer projects that are ready to go right out of the box.
First up, an intelligent smart camera. And I'm not just talking about some simple webcam that streams video. Oh no. We are talking about a device with some serious AI power built right in.
With HomeGenie Mini, a super cheap ESP32 camera module becomes a legitimate AI vision system. You can see from the performance chart here that the newer S3 hardware can handle some really impressive frame rates. But here's the absolute game changer. You can run powerful AI features like person detection and scene analysis right on your own local network. It's all completely private with zero cloud service fees. Ever.
All right, next up, let's move beyond just sensors and look at building actual physical interfaces. You can use this to create your own custom interactive smart displays and control panels for any project you can think of. And this right here is the key. That display isn't just for looking at pretty data. Every single button press, every swipe on the screen, it can be used as a trigger. So adjusting a slider on this display could kick off a whole complex automation sequence that controls a dozen other devices all over your home. It turns a simple screen into mission control.
And for our last project showcase, here's one that solves a problem I think we all have. How do you get your old, kind of dumb devices to talk to your new smart home?
With just a few simple components, you can build this amazing universal gateway. This little box can learn the signals from any of your existing remote controls. You know, infrared, radio frequency, the works. All of a sudden, you can control your ancient TV, your old air conditioner, or your garage door right alongside your smart lights. You can even use your old TV remote to trigger smart home scenes. It unifies everything.
Man, seeing these projects really gets the gears turning, doesn't it? And it brings the whole conversation right back to you, the creator, and all the incredible potential this tool just unlocks.
So let's just quickly recap the awesome toolkit you're getting with HomeGenie Mini. You get total independence from the cloud, which keeps your data private. You get powerful automation running directly on the device itself. And you get an incredibly simple code-free way to get started right from your browser. It really is the whole package for creation. Which leaves us with one final and really exciting question. We've seen how this technology puts the power back in your hands, freeing you from dependencies and making creation accessible to everyone. So, now that you have these tools, what will you create?